it is impossible to not get called the other one, right? Like
Dick rider.
If you're positive, you're a dick rider.
At replies.
The only person that there are only two people that you dick ride.
Oh
my God.
Why do you have to use this? See, I don't like that. That won't get you. That won't get you a retweet. Why do we have to say dick ride? No, if they diss me, I always retweet a critical comment against me. But if you say I dick ride, I'm not gonna retweet that.
You won't retweet that. Okay, so I'm gonna rephrase it.
Suck his dick. I don't suck nobody's dick. I don't dick ride anybody.
The only person that you are unabashedly in love with is Hov.
Unabashedly. We have a true friendship that I had to accept that we are friends.
No,
it was hard for me. It was hard for me to accept that.
Why? Because I couldn't believe it.
I'm a journalist.
Oh, that part.
Yeah, still.
I meant also just like fuck, and it's Hov. It's hard.
And it's Hov. Yeah, exactly. And he's
the big
greatest.
deal.
And he's the greatest. Yes, I think, and he's inspiring. And Cypher knows like we don't really talk on the phone. It's the same kind of thing I know Cypher knows, like emails and a lot of texting. I mean, Hov's aware. Like Hov's in him. He communicates. He sees it all. So that I guess there's a real rapport there, but. I think I showed with the Yankee Stadium interview that's great content, that even though we are cool, I'm going to ask the right questions and I'm going to give the audience, the culture, great content.
Is he one of the only ones?
It's not a whack interview. It's not like Arsenio interviewing Eddie Murphy and their boys and it's like, back in the day.
Well, it's also different because they blew each other.
Whack.
Then they would blow each other after the shows.
Oh, hey.
So wait, did you?
Hi, B-Dot's here.
Hey, Elliot.
What'd you do, Rag, B-Dot?
Nah, I left it at the
Rosenberg,
crib,
you gonna let B-Dot speak a little bit?
We're going to let B-Dot get a little.
No, that's okay. I'm just happy to be here. I'm about to go downstairs.
And it's the new rapradar.com. I want to talk about that too.
First of all, what an absurd thing that's happening right now. The fucking Rap Radar promo campaign. It's the most absurd, ridiculous theme of a press.
We got video now too.
We're about to start a record label, man. We should. Like, these rappers need to come on down
Who's
with us.
better?
Man.
Why not?
You know what I mean?
Syph, what up? Luis Diaz, what up, Poppy?
I don't understand.
I gotta go to take it personal, babe. I gotta go to that hip hop improv game, man.
Hey, I invited you.
I haven't gone yet.
I'd like you to come.
Why don't you have me?
Don't come. Oh, let me just finish.
Okay.
If you don't come, my life won't change. Where apparently you and Ebro and Rosenberg, when y'all don't go to each other's shit, there's like beef and drama and niggas is mad at each other. I don't understand what the fuck is going on here.
One of your shows once, though.
Who has
Thank
beef?
you. Did you like it?
Everybody thinks me and Peter have beef.
Oh, you gave him the don't get gas.
Yeah, I came with
Look,
the girl.
Do me and Peter have beef? Everybody thinks me and Peter have beef.
I don't know what y'all have. If you come to my show, thank you.
Okay, I didn't say nothing bad about it. Did I say
No,
something?
I'm just saying like, but I invited you. Like Elliot didn't go to your show. I was like, well, he probably don't want to or he's busy.
No, but don't lie.
Why can't I be in your show? I could do little comedy things.
I would definitely have you on.
Oh,
there.
my
just tell
God.
stories.
Oh, you have to tell stories.
Why wouldn't you invite me as a guest?
I would.
Can't you show up once on your own first?
No. Reply to the email.
That's Elliot.
That's a
Elliot,
task within
You gotta
itself.
answer that for me.
Hold on,
I
Elliot.
did an email. I
let's
sent
go
an
there.
email.
Elliot
Let's go there right out of the gate. And
be
B-Dot, there's a good way to bring you in.
Yeah, hi, Rosenberg.
Talk about how bad this dude is with emails.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Like, but don't you risk that for someone who's made it so far and is so successful in your career, you are a bad enough emailer
Drives my wife crazy.
that people meant, like, it's a known thing about you.
Known fact.
And that's dangerous. Doesn't
I
that
send
worry you?
more out. Like I use email. I'm very active. I send emails all day to Rap Radar staff. Like everything on the internet. I'm constantly sending emails out. I'm not good at receiving email.
Don't even think about sending a text.
No reply.
Hell no. No reply.
And you know he sees it.
Yeah. I know he sees it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I see in process. I'm gonna get to take it personal. I'm gonna get to the improv. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be there.
You are,
and I know Syph's not really gonna catch feelings. You'll catch feelings.
No.
And then with you go hard at things that are passionate to you that most times aren't really what we want to do, but you're very passionate about it.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean? And then we do things that we just think are worthy, and that's not the thing you may not be as like you personally invested in.
But again, same
we'll
thing.
put it up on Rap Radar, and
I know you guys are incredibly supportive of what we do, so I don't really have any complaints with regard to support.
It wasn't always like that. Y'all was mad at us and felt we was favoring the other show for a minute, and it was real tense for a minute.
Yeah, I felt it did feel that way for a little while.
Because they were very active.
But they were more active.
Video-wise and internet-wise.
more active.
So for Rap Radar, it benefited us. And
Right.
and they presented their content. But now you guys have done a better job at that.
So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But I will say,
See, it's all love, Louis.
I have, but you are a terrible
Sound
emailer.
man.
You are a terrible emailer. And
Get better, man. I'm
no,
not perfect.
you're bad. And you literally, here's what he
Bad.
does.
You're bad.
He won't reply. I'll send him something that's, I'm not going to, semi-meaningful.
Right.
A semi-meaningful email. Nothing.
Oh, I got
Then-
one for Pete. I got
then
I got one
something
for you. I
goes
got one
down
for
on
you.
the
This is
show.
funny. I got one.
And he just sends an email and goes,
Send me
audio
audio.
question mark.
Audio?
And you're like, can I get a
Syph,
fucking hello?
Syph, let me tell you this. This is a good email story. Syph,
Yeah.
Peter sends me an email in the middle of the night. He's like some real G shit. Like, yo, I think what you're doing with the Drake Crown thing is, incredible, great job. Like a little salute. It's like soldiers, documentation to documentation, salute, respect, all respect. He gets on the radio the next morning. And he's like, yeah, y'all dick riding Drake and Elliot's terrible. And,
the joke was
and then he tweets out, Zane Lowe killing the game with that Kanye interview. Zane Lowe can't be touched.
I didn't say
Zane
that.
Lowe's unstoppable.
I didn't say
Zane Lowe's number one.
I didn't say
Like,
that.
I'm like, yo, this nigga just bigged me up. This Jew just bigged me up the night before saying no dick. I said that nigga like I was, you actually a Jew.
Oh, so you corrected the
Yeah,
name.
exactly.
No, two things. One, my joke about you was funnier than that. My joke was funnier. I said, did Elliot conduct the interview from Drake's lap?
Exactly.
Which was a good line.
More erotic. See?
And when you go to promote your shit,
Yes.
fam, you go so hard that you force the hand
of
me to go fucking enough. You force everyone's hand because
why shouldn't I do that?
You should.
I've always done that.
But you have to get the jokes too.
I took the source out. I've always shaken the game up. That's what I do.
But then you have to know that of course we're gonna make jokes about it. It kind of goes without saying. Like,
that's true.
If you're at the fucking on award
I
show,
just get tired of homoerotic shit. It's just
why? You're fucking married.
Because it's too like third grade. No, I mean,
all right, it's 2013. Why are we still doing jokes?
I used to hate when like white boys like it's real 70s. Like white boys is the 70s be like suck my dick. It's like I don't want to suck your dick. Like that was the big diss. Like white boys like we grew up in the era, right?
Come
like,
a long way.
They say suck my dick, suck my dick. Like how do you respond to a motherfucker saying suck my dick? Like as a diss to you, as a man to a man.
Then it's weird because like
don't
why
like
would
that
you
shit.
want? What if I said?
It's some jailhouse shit. It's some jailhouse shit. Like it's like it's not.
No, but imagine
House.
And what if someone did that though? If someone goes suck my dick and you're like, oh, okay. It's like, well, no, I didn't literally mean suck my dick. I was saying you're a jerk and you deserve to suck my dick. I mean, it doesn't even make
But
sense.
newimprovedrapradar.com. Let's not forget that, man.
So yeah. The nice part is that's all you really have to plug because everyone knows what the website is already, what you guys
Well, we
offer.
changed it. We boldly tried to change things. And we added charts, and we're trying to document the culture and create more original content.
We're
to
still
balance our
fumigating the
aggregation.
bugs, though. We're adding more elements to it in the coming days. You know what I mean? Like the comment section is going to be a little bit more revamped. We're bringing back the You Played Yourself and Blackouts. We're going to have those more documented.
What do you do there?
I'm Elliot's. I'm Memphis Bleak to his Jay-Z. I guess.
No, he's the underboss. He runs the site. I oversee it. He runs the site.
I'm the content director. But I'm like the day-to-day guy. We
Content
also have other guys. Big homie, he lives out in Maryland, Virginia area, DMV area, and another guy named Don't Hate, Be Hated, who's kind of like our conciliarge.
That's his name is Don't Hate.
Don't
Be
hate,
Hated.
be hated. You gotta say the whole thing.
Jimmy Williams.
You gotta say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. Don't hate, be hated.
And Big Homie's actually a real person, like
Paul
Dong. Yeah, exactly. It's a real guy.
You pronounce his last name like that?
Dong. How do I say it?
No, it's spelled Duong.
Dong. I can't pronounce it.
but I
I don't even know what he is either. I thought he was what?
Like mulatto or something like
I
that.
thought
He was like,
I think he's black, but he's not black,
I
right?
think he's like Vietnamese or something like that.
Yeah, I think
B-Dot, you're aware the
I would
term
say
mulatto is rather dated, right?
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
Mulatto's
My
black
teacher-
and white.
Yeah.
My
You
teacher
said
made me write
Vietnamese.
that.
But he is. But Elliot's just weird with race, so.
Elliot, let's talk about your. Let's talk about your.
everything. Email, race.
There's so much hair. Let's
book of
talk about your
racism.
mohawk. Why was that?
It's a faux hawk, my G. It's
Yeah,
a faux
why?
hawk.
Why the fucking mohawk? Why?
Can we get some liquor in here? It's gonna be a
I
long
think-
day.
We're gonna talk about everything.
Let's do
I
it.
think it compliments my face. I think I look good with it.
You know, I mean, I guess you don't look
Does
bad with
alright?
it.
I mean, I do different
don't-
hairstyles. It's just, I bring it
I think
back.
it compliments your face. That's an interesting way of putting it.
Cause I just think it's bold and it's like I'm 42, so it just gives motherfuckers something to talk about. Like I'm gonna dress a little better. Like it's social media now. You're just out there, so everybody has something to say. So it's like fuck it. I got Paul Smith jeans on, Alexander McQueen hoodie. Like I'm gonna fucking rock a faux hawk. I got a little bit of money. Like fuck it.
Yeah, it's better than
That
the
is so
braids he used to
crazy.
have, though.
Like that's how I used to be. I was ego tripping. I come in, I'm wearing Gucci sneakers, and it's it's like okay, Elliot's because I'm from that era. Syph knows I was an underground king. I'm underground, but I decided to be a king. I decided to go for it. Fuck it, I'm going for it.
Shout out to Danielle, man. She's a snazzy dresser herself.
Yeah, and I got a great wife, and she's a queen of what she does, and like I'm gonna live it. I live it, guy.
What were you gonna say, Syph?
No, I'm saying to you on the Juan Epstein. Why do you care what his hair is like?
I don't know. I see him around.
It gives people to talk about. What do you think?
remember you used to
Beat
have
out
the
Rasta
braids.
do-rag.
Yeah, I wear the.
I had
was weird.
cornrows. I had cornrows in the XXL years. Like I think I go through hair things where it's like XXL is like that rapper thing. I'm not gonna cut my hair till I beat the source, and I just kept growing my hair. And then cornrows were more in style and like the throwback jerseys. And I was like, I wanted to kind of look a little tougher and a little
You
Boricua.
let's go Juan Epstein. Let's go Juan Epstein and go a level deeper here.
Okay.
You do clearly go into those things because you do have
I motivate myself.
But you do a thing about propping yourself up too.
Yes.
Like you can see it, to me, you can see it as wanting to build your ego more and being insecure on some level.
No, I see it as to push me to work hard to achieve it. I see it as work ethic. I see it as like I put it out there and I boldly proclaim it. It's like calling a shot. Like I grew up real sports. Like I'm gonna hit a home run. I'm pointing to the motherfucking stands and I'm saying I'm gonna hit a home run. And I have to believe it, and I'm gonna tell everybody I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna try to work my ass off to do it. So I just put it out there, and then as I've achieved it, then the ego starts to build. Like I fucking did it. And then I want to do more. And then I want to fucking feel like I can do a website, or I could do a crown, or I get niggas to pay money to watch me interview somebody. Like I just set the goal and then I try to reach it. And then reaching it validates me and motivates me.
Here's the issue, I think.
There's an issue?
Yeah. Just something. I'm just observing.
Yeah. You always
what you just said was, I do the crown.
I do the crown.
And get people to pay to watch you interview someone. You don't think they're there to watch their favorite artist be interviewed?
Some are, but I think that what I bring to the table is that, I think it works doubly. It works if you know who I am and you have some respect for me or somewhat familiar with my work. You're paying somewhat to see me get something out of their favorite artist. But yeah, it's relying on the artist. Not a lot of artists could sell tickets to just watch them talk. True. But so I think at the end of the day, it's like you're paying for entertainment. It's like a performance, like you with the improv show. People are paying money to watch you and 2 Chainz create a performance that's entertaining to them and engages them. So I think whether they're investing in me or not, it's twofold. And if they don't, they may come away and know me. Like there's a lot of young girls who was Drake fans that didn't know me before. They don't give a fuck about XXL or Ego Trip, and they just know me now. So that's even better. Like
so
to
did
build.
You always have this ego?
You had a magazine called Ego Trip.
I had a magazine called Ego Trip when I was broke. No, it wasn't ironic. It was that. Oh, was this that is about
Ego Trip is like one of my favorite magazines.
Thank you. But no, but it's hip hop. It's hip hop. Yeah. Big Book of Races.
So on some like
Big Book of Racism.
Rapping.
You guys do a lot of race stuff. Yeah. I feel like you bite me a little bit. You bite my style a little bit.
Well, you kind of bit Rosenberg with the whole.
And I had a podcast with my wife called Take It Personal.
Kind of bit.
You didn't channel your inner Jew and said, "Gee, I can make a money off this," and Elliot just came in and swooped in and took it.
Listen, Elliot 100% bit it. Yeah. And 100% executed it better.
But I remember,
that is hip hop.
No, I remember when Elliot, when you said, "I'm gonna take this shit over."
He did. He said it. No, I told him.
You told me at South by. He was like, after the Kendrick, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take this shit over." You said, like you had the eye of the tiger at that moment.
Thing,
I just thought I would do it from a different approach. I think you guys tend to cover more of the classic lane. Like you guys love to tell like the premieres, and you want to tell the old war stories. You want to get real insight into the culture and like things of the past a lot. And I just felt like nobody was kind of focusing on the new generation. I looked at it, I was like, Tyler's a great example. And I know you love Tyler. He's a brilliant kid. Mm-hmm. And it's like, he's never going to give an interview where he really shows that, except maybe with you at times. So I was like, the crowd just clicked. Like if I could get a room with his fans and we have a great rapport and get insight and people could see how smart this kid is. And I thought Wolf was really a good album. This is gonna be something, and then people 100%. Pay because he's a promoter and marketer like me. So he's gonna get on Twitter and put the link up and go see me, motherfucker, and put on there and sell it like I would, And I know I looked at Cole and Wale and the new generation, and then Macklemore took off. So it was all planned in that way, and I felt like that would distinguish it from Noisemakers, where you did like Q-Tip and the legends.
Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate anyone even thinking.
But your shit was inspiring, and I also wanted to kind of do it more boldly in terms of like. You did a little bit with 92Y, and I guess that has some type of inherited audience, but you also were selling tickets also, So I just more so really just going to go see if I could do it, if I really could get people to pay money. So, I mean, to go back to your question, it's like, yeah, I think a lot of people, they're not necessarily, they're paying to see their favorite artist, but they're relying on me to get the best out of their favorite artist.
No, I hope you didn't take that as an insult. I'm just saying the way you word structure it. I think
I'm part of the performance, just like you are with your show, right?
Yeah, but he does the improv. There's an art performed and he does the art. You are part of the interview, 100%.
But it's still a performance. We're still in front of a crowd.
It's not even that deep as far as the show is concerned. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
The ego
way
part,
you
how
said
that
it,
factors into your ego.
You said
right.
people pay to see me.
Right.
Well, I don't know any other hip hop journalists that they would pay to see. I mean, go challenge me. Go do it. Go do it.
That's a good point.
Go do it. What hip hop journalist could charge people to watch them interview somebody
besides the person who already did it?
Besides you, yeah. But you're not a hip hop journalist. You're a radio personality. I think that's a little different too.
I like how you separate.
No, but you are. Though.
No, I'm
no,
saying
no.
the broadcast
You can get paid to host things, events. You're different. Like I'm talking about journalists. I'm still a journalist. I'm not. I'm not on terrestrial radio.
No,
so
it is interesting.
Different.
I do actually really struggle with that because sometimes we do stuff and I do interviews that are more journalistic and I'm just going straight down the middle. But then sometimes I'm a DJ, and the second I'm a DJ and I'm making compilations and putting artists on it, where am I as a journalist? Now I'm working with artists, so it's like that is a fine line.
Lines are blurred.
The lines are blurry.
You just got a journalist. You're supposed to be like neutral. Like
that's why he was saying it's a struggle for him to be friends with Jay-Z. I mean, it didn't struggle. It doesn't
Can't
struggle
talk about that.
Yeah, it's not.
Now B-Dot's friends with him.
I'm not at liberty to discuss our relationship.
B-Dot has a lot of photos with him. What's up with that, man?
Yeah.
More photos than J. Cole.
You guys
go
are
hard on Instagram.
So B-Dot, you have been welcomed into the Illuminati.
Yes, I'm an official member.
Why didn't you wear your do-rag today?
Because my sister snitched on me, man. Because like my sister, she told my dad, and like he's an old Southern guy, and he doesn't like wearing like do-rags. Are
you serious?
Yeah. So she was like, yeah, Brian's been going all doing interviews and all kinds of stuff, wearing that do-rag, and he gave me that look like, you know, I'd still beat your ass.
Why were you wearing the do-rag?
You know what it is? Because I here's the thing. I wear do-rag just because, like, I just forget it's on sometimes, and then I go to events and people will be like, yo, why are you wearing a do-rag? I'm like, where do you live? People wear do-rags all the time.
Right,
where
it's
I'm
not a
from.
statement.
It's not a big deal. So I just wear it, and people just kept making a thing about it.
Right.
So, and I like my hair manicured too. Like I gotta go to the barber.
I like my hair manicured.
Nah, because you see guys.
That's gonna be on Twitter.
Your haircut game gotta be on point.
Manicured.
You see guys that got all kinds of peasy, shape ups. Nah, you gotta keep that shit.
The rap radar is all about hair.
It's all about hair.
The rap radar movement is built on hair, Peter.
So the thing
you gotta get with us, baby. Grow it out, my G.
It's the
Come
truth.
on.
So what I think. So the thing is, I say, fuck. I'm just gonna keep it on all the time, make it a conversation piece, and it's become, its own thing.
So let's talk about. So what is the perceived, kind of made up, but Twitter
Here we go.
tension from you towards me? Where does that come from?
Whoa, here we go.
Well, everyone hates you, Peter. I mean,
I don't hate you, Peter.
Thanks, Elliot. Don't worry.
I can't,
Peter Elliott Rosenberg. I don't hate
can't
you.
pinpoint where it started, but it was just a lot of bullshit, man. Like
I did from me.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't.
Can I take a picture for Instagram?
Yeah,
okay. I can't think of the specific moment or point, but it was something. And the thing was, I used to see you a lot, but I never introduced when I go to events, I really don't introduce myself to people because I'm just like being a fly on the wall.
He really tries to be like he's like.
Yeah, he told me that when I saw you.
No, we saw each other many a times. Like remember the T.I.
He never say hi to you.
Remember we was at the T.I.
but I don't understand your angle when you said that because and I'm asking.
I like to be a fly on the wall because sometimes when
I shouldn't have known that you were there, that we should have spoken, right?
I mean,
if you didn't say anything.
Hey, my presence is charity, right?
Right. I mean, but you're up until recently, where you now made appearances. You're a blogger. Why would
I hate that term. I hate that word, blogger. I guess I am now, but
yeah, you kind of.
It sounds like booger to me. Like I hate the word. It just I hate the way. Like, I went to college. You know what I mean? Like I used to work.
And you worked at a magazine.
I worked at a magazine. You know what I mean? I worked under this guy. Well, I started off Don Diva. I was like an intern. That was just my foot in the door.
Don Diva leather jacket.
They gave me a jacket, but that was a great learning experience.
Don Diva leather jacket.
That was
crispy.
great. I used to hustle
some K Slade type shit.
And it's dope that magazines like Don Diva used to exist because there's no.
It was definitely a niche time. This is like 2003, 2004.
Don Diva, Murder Dog, like a whole bunch of different shit.
Shout out to anybody, man. Independent publishing is not easy, man.
Yeah,
Shout out. K Slade's a monster with his shit.
I used to sell those magazines like it was crack in the 80s, man, like hand to hand. But then after that, when I graduated college, I was freelancing and I came under XXL. And
so you worked with Elliot XXL?
Yeah.
And then when he goes start Rap Radar, he tapped you?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, because we were both unemployed. And I was like, shit, I need a job. So
he said, come on.
Tell us about the power meeting. It was in Queens.
Oh, yeah, we had a powwow at the Georgia Diner. Was it Georgia Diner? On Queens Boulevard.
If you're going to be in Queens for a meeting, it has to be at a diner, first of all.
Yeah, it was like real mafioso. He said, listen, this is what we're going to do. I want to do a website. I don't have a name for it. And I was like, all right, well, website.
I said Paul Rosenberg gave me some money to do it.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Like
all right, sounds good.
Sounds good. And, and
maybe we could do, we could post like Now Right or something.
We didn't have no name or nothing. And then with the names,
we could put songs up.
It was just terrible. Like, so
we had a lot of like Lord Finesse. Like we was like, what did I want to call it? Like,
got a lot of bad names.
Track the Movement. Like I had bad names for it. Like
before Rap Radar.
Yeah. Like me and Paul would like be in the middle of the night and like Lord Finesse lyrics and titles and like nothing. Spark the Movement, Track the Movement, the Technician.
That's how I came up with Take It Personal.
Yeah,
I sat in a room with some friends and kept talking until it came out.
Those rap titles, yeah.
Yeah. Then Rap Radar came. I was like, Rap Radar, and Paul's like, it's gonna be great. Rap Radar, that's it. And here we are today.
What do you guys think of Rap Radar?
The name
Just in general.
of the website.
Well, web game. Like, now that you guys are in it more, because you have to be, like, how do you look at
Sype doesn't pay
the
attention.
internet shit?
Sype
Yeah, I know.
doesn't
Yeah, Sype doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't know what the difference is between that and another blog. I like Rap Radar. You know what I Rap Radar is my first site that I go to check.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I think Rap Radar is very influential. This is actually interesting. I'll tell you my observations of your site from.
Oh yeah, I also gotta get back to why I hate you. But
Yeah, no, and we have to get back
Write
to
that down so you don't forget.
We're not gonna forget that part.
all right.
So
That's like a teaser, though. That's
I know it's
good.
pretty good. Stick around.
Why I hate Peter.
Stick around. Later, B-Dot says why he hates Peter Rosenberg.
So I think from the outside looking, I look at it like this. I think Rap Radar is super easy to follow. I really like that. The new layout is different. I don't love the layout of the new one.
Love.
It's gonna take a little bit of time, I think, to get to where
I'm a
where I like
human
it.
being.
So
love.
So but generally, I like the content. I think it's a pretty good mix. I mean, I think sometimes all of the blogs that I like fall victim to posting some shit that I'm just like, that's when I'll have the moments like, damn, why didn't they post blank that I sent? And the worst ones, and you guys don't do it as much as other places do. The behind the scenes of videos.
We don't do those as much.
No,
as we
you've
used
gotten
to.
the
you've
trailers,
cut
the
back. Get
teasers.
the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, I
But they
think
get
those are
mad when you don't
ridiculous.
post
Yo,
that. We took the
let 'em
stand.
get
We were
mad.
Rap Radar. We're like, we're not posting trailers anymore. Like
A trailer
Trailers
to
of
a
a
song.
video.
teasers, like
teaser to the
teasers,
snippet.
trailers. You know,
Like,
Or
of
behind the
a
scenes
music video?
of a music video.
30 seconds. Like it's coming.
It's but and
They're
obviously
trying to milk like 2 posts out of it because then you post the teaser and then you
Right.
post the other
and listen,
shit,
and I get, and I totally understand. Believe me, the world that you guys are in of having to have relationships and please places and make sure you get your access while also saying keeping journalistic integrity. It's a balance. Right. I think the site is super industry important.
mainstream.
Mainstream. I think we have a slightly bigger perception of Rap Radar than sometimes exists to the casual fan. I mean, just purely based on numbers, because I study all this shit.
Right.
And there are sites that I don't really go to Hip Hop DX.
Me neither.
They
But
fucking
then,
kill
but their
it.
numbers is
They do
good.
great.
Yeah,
They do
numbers
great.
is good. Yeah.
They put up a lot of content. All hip hop, I don't spend a ton of time on all hip hop. So, but I think you guys are super influential in the industry, which is
And then
makes
you
sense.
go. And you still go to what, the underground blogs also. to
I do.
bounce it
My
out?
order is Rap Radar, Nah Right. If I'm in a rush, that's
Shout out to
all I
SK.
do. And SK is the homie. He's one of the
SK.
reasons
SK is a pioneer in the game.
Yeah, he's a
Right.
pioneer.
Started the
and
whole
The
thing.
blog father.
He definitely helped the blog for that's hot. Yeah, I want to have SK come up for one.
Yeah,
too.
you should have
Good luck.
SK.
Get him out of his house.
Good luck. He's hard. Yeah.
No.
You might have to go right to his
He's
crib.
come to like 3 events in history that I've ever been
Have
part
some
of.
cold Coronas and shit. He might
And a
come.
Yeah.
pack of bogeys.
That's a
But no, I like Rap Radar. I like Rap Radar. I think it's a solid. Yeah, like there's some shit that's bullshit, but I know the game you got to play.
It was bullshit because I say thrift shop 7 million and you.
Oh,
like,
some of the posts about
Thrift shop,
the
7 million.
the update on how
like,
many
that pisses
singles.
me off. Let's just address that.
Go back. Yeah, they
Pull back.
Go back to
Elliot.
your
Yeah.
Okay, so what
got it
bothers
from
you
here,
about
be that
that? What'd I
damn?
say?
No, what? Like, why? Like, you did an interview with Elliot and you like, what is this jerk off material? Like, why is it jerk off? The guy sold 7 million singles. That's unprecedented. It's like one of the biggest songs ever. Like any genre.
What song? Thrift Shop?
Thrift shop. I mean, whether you like
Wait,
it
what
or
did he
not.
do that you didn't like?
I don't know. I made fun of it.
No, because
being in a post.
yeah, you was like, why is it got to get updated every time? So like, it sold another million.
There was like a 5 million. There was like a 7 million. I was
The
like,
Macklemore
okay.
record
Because
sales counter.
unprecedented. Yeah, and it counts. That's important. I think that documentation of hip hop needs to, whether you like the song or not. Like the guy is selling records independently, 7 million. It's outsold Jay-Z,
7 million.
Eminem.
His
I
voice
think
cracked.
and,
He's
like
excited.
that's crazy.
Macklemore's my
No,
man.
listen.
So for you to criticize it, it's like, how dare you?
How dare? I don't know.
Wow.
How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
I think you have a vested in. I think you big yourself up for the role you played.
big
in Macklemore.
yourself up.
Of course I do. That's what we're
Okay.
talking about. Point out why a post is not necessary.
Well, I should big myself up for Macklemore because
Because what? Because
I figured it out.
You figured out what? What happened?
They're the same person.
Where's B-Dot and
hell
Peter?
no, hell no.
Brian and Peter?
yo, gotta.
I dress better.
Can you let the conversation happen first before
Where's
you
King Ebro?
No. I want to hear Syph. What do you think? How are they saying?
Same.
How?
want to take credit for things?
Keep going. I'll tell
No,
you.
the thing.
Oh, you
is,
want to? Okay, go ahead.
The thing is with Macklemore, because when I went to the show, he wasn't getting 0 radio. I was gonna break Macklemore on Hot 97, but things happened. But nonetheless, it's true.
Things
I went to the show. I said, yo, this guy is amazing. The song's incredible. Ran told Elliot, told Paul, was bigging him up online. No outlet was covered. I think maybe 2 Dope Boys had posted him
I'm
previously.
sure they had. To be fair,
They
Dope Boys
post
covers
everybody.
everything. Like they break.
Shout out to
everything.
Shake
you
It Up.
rap?
You think that shit came out and you're new to it, and you're like, this shit's new. Go look Mecca and Shake posted it fucking 3 years ago.
Yeah,
they're very impressive.
Yeah,
in that regard.
They did.
80 posts.
Yeah, they do a lot of work. Hey, but they have their
They have some minions too. They have some minions.
I respect it. But at the time, Mac was getting no coverage. I was like, why is this guy not getting any coverage? His songs are dope. A couple months later, album comes out, blows up. Now everyone's a fan, and that's fair. That's cool. So when I see them winning, I'm happy to say, yeah, I remember when there was a time when they came to the Rap Radar office and no one gave a fuck. At least barely gave a fuck. No offense.
There's one I'm coming from the gym and I kind of play
what's up?
out. Yeah, I give him like the fake pound. Like it's so comedy. Like,
but it's true.
I literally walk in like I didn't even know.
Hey,
he was
listen,
up in the
welcome to
office.
my life. We go through that.
So is that the thing you're
the
saying,
reg.
Syfe? They want the credit for breaking
I don't want
artists?
credit.
That's their thing. That they're like, I
That's
discovered
one thing,
so and so.
I'm not A&R.
I don't understand like when people get mad like when you discovered. You say you were on him early, and then other people become fans, and you get mad.
No, I don't. That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's
the
what
way
artists want. To get more
exactly.
fans.
But when he's saying, "Oh, 7 million," why you keep? It's important. That's why. Like who else
That's
is doing
that's
that?
more because Peter's against like he's more underground. So he doesn't care
he's
about
got a fucking
the
chewstick
mainstream
stuff up his
sales
ass.
counter. He doesn't need a thing.
No. Why are you getting tight? It's only because, and I don't remember. First of all, I talk shit in interviews. You understand? I talk for a living 24/7.
I
So I don't even
know.
remember a point like that. I'm like, I said that. I don't even remember saying that.
Chew stick
But-
up your ass.
What the fuck? Why's your man going to
Stick
ass
up your
stuff right
ass.
away?
See,
I'm just saying.
this whole conversation's been too homoerotic for
I've
my.
said other things too. I thought that were more.
You said that, but that one just stuck a chord. Now I remember that interview. I was like, "This guy's a fucking." But that's I do go back
That's
to the
not
reason-
even why you guys have beef.
But
I don't think, right?
Because Rosenberg represents this thing I don't like. You know what I mean? Like
White people.
Which is?
why?
No, it's not
Stop
race.
race
It's
baiting.
not race.
Joking.
Okay.
But although you did once use race in a disrespectful way. With
Wow.
me. In fact, I heard you on Combat Jack show. This is the first time I didn't like you at all. Okay. You like dismissed me and used the word white boy together, which felt the way. Yes.
Woo. That white boy did this make you feel some
You know,
type
it's
of
funny,
way.
From Queens, South Jamaica.
Oh, I
Born
thought you
and
said
raised.
from the South. Oh, your father.
My dad's from the
Well, I'm
South.
gonna tell you the
Where'd
truth.
you go to school?
Edison
In
at high school, right across the street from Jamaica High School.
no, where's college?
Oh, Delaware State.
Okay.
So, and here's the interesting thing. There's nothing against white people that I consider racism or care about. Let me be clear about that.
Because you're a
Never.
white person in hip hop, so you've dealt with it your whole.
No, and I don't
fucking
care.
life,
No,
man.
and I deserve anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't fucking feel sorry for white people. However, at 34 years old, 17 years in,
You're not a
someone
white
younger
boy.
than me in the game being like
you want
white
your OG
boy
stripes?
does feel a little like
What did I say?
dismissive.
What was the context of
See,
what
again,
I
you
said?
don't remember. Who knows? We have conversation. We talk shit. You were in the middle of an interview. I don't know. I don't hold you to it forever. It was just a dickhead moment.
You could be white, green, black, polka dot. You could still love hip hop. That's okay. My whole beef is like people that aren't of the culture, talking about hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I think you have.
Are you referring to me?
No, not you. I'm just saying in the general.
other people. Okay.
Yeah, But I just think your taste is just terrible.
Yeah, I know. Says the guy who doesn't like Jay Dilla or
Jay Dilla's
Earl.
No,
Jay
it's not the
Dilla.
Jay Dilla.
No, we gotta have the Jay Dilla.
You're not even a
thing.
huge Kendrick fan, are you?
I'm not a huge. Should I tell the Kendrick story?
He's discovering.
Wow, I'm starting to like this guy.
I know. Oh no, you guys are the same in taste.
Oh, Kendrick.
You discovered Kendrick. You found him in Compton.
Yeah,
Walking-
I was walking in the mean streets of
I
no
want to know. How do you feel about Kendrick?
Kendrick. I love Kendrick. I mean, I was one of his biggest supporters. I remember he used to come to the Rap Radar office and him and Punch. And I remember telling Paul. Thinks his story is different, but I still have the email. I remember emailing Paul like, "Yo, this guy named Kendrick, he's dope." Yada yada yada. I guess Paul told Dre they had a conversation one time, and the rest is history.
So you got him signed to
I'm not gonna
Aftermath.
say small part of the.
Oh, this
maybe
is me.
Maybe just
or
the
me?
grain.
Both.
Because that sounds delusional like me.
It's the
Like I
truth.
did get him
No,
signed.
but that's me.
No, I'm not taking credit for
I
it.
invented the word rap nerd too. Okay?
I'm not taking credit for Kendrick Lamar at all. He put in his 10,000 hours, and he's.
But you feel
Like
you
Kanye.
you put the bug in somebody's powerful's ear.
Yeah, I did that. It happened.
You
And
had no idea who Kendrick was before
You
that.
also credited
didn't know.
Vanessa from Double
No.
XL. too.
Paul didn't
Paul's
know.
song.
Paul didn't know because
no
it's like
idea.
when sometimes I Discovery, I give like Elliot and Paul the intel, like you know what I mean.
Hey, listen, I totally. This is all the more reason you should like me because I identify with everything you have to understand. At radio, we live a life of helping people get on and get no fucking credit. A
That was
thank
like
you and a
in-
fucking
maybe
speech.
in '93, not hot now,
No,
hot '97.
and by the way, and also I know you like to play down the importance of radio. You're
played down the importance.
didn't that what you
Radio-
said? You said
radio
93?
Plays it up. He plays
Radio
it up.
is the most important.
So why'd you just say 93? Man, I misunderstood.
Because 97 doesn't
He
do
wants
that
you
anymore.
DJs to break
that's
rap
true.
stars. That's his whole
you guys
thing.
don't do that anymore.
Because
And also, and then another thing you like to do to talk shit is completely write off my late night show.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
But that's when every big late night show has existed in history.
That's where
in the
shows
history
go
of
to
music.
die.
No,
Yes, they do. Why is
no,
Lisa
it's
Evans
not.
no longer Hot 90?
It's where music
on Hot
goes
97
in the afternoons. But listen,
She's in the morning.
You got it. But listen, this is an example. This is an how old are you?
I'm 28.
All right. This is an example, my young friend, of you need to do your due diligence.
Yes, because
with
you
the
came on a
music.
fucking Mayflower.
I did. In hip hop, I did.
Yeah, okay.
When it comes to hip hop radio, studying it, and not just hip hop
I
radio.
studied radio in college
Okay.
too, so I know about PPMs and all that stuff too. So
Listen,
don't hide behind your PPMs neither, okay?
Listen,
right.
but music has always been broken in many formats on late night weekend shows. There was never a time when at 3 p.m. they were breaking new. That's just not how
But
it
the
works.
difference, it was a difference in time because that was the only outlet where you could really hear your favorite.
But that doesn't
artists.
But now that makes you just write off the time altogether.
No,
People
because
know-
I know radio. Listen, the average person doesn't understand radio. Sundays is like the worst time in radio. Who wants to be on Sundays?
Remember Awesome 2 was on 4 a.m. to 5 a.m.?
Like,
You're saying,
goddamn.
what's wrong with Sundays? Stretch
Sunday-
and Bob was
That's
Sunday.
what I'm saying. There's a
no,
long
Thursday.
list.
That was
talking about
Thursday.
that
Thursday,
time
1 to 5.
slot.
Me too.
So it's like
when they were
from
Hot
12
97.
o'clock
Yes,
to
midnight.
2.
Yes.
So which is really technically Monday morning.
It's
right?
unrated.
Right.
It is shit in terms of
Right.
that.
That's
Who
the
cares?
reason.
That's why
all
you
that
can play
matters.
this shit. Yeah,
That's why I play it.
But nobody's listening.
But that's. It's
But
not always-
nobody's listening.
He's saying you can make the show hotter. I think he's just critically assessing it and saying that you're not
No,
making
you're
the show
talking about
hotter.
time.
You're
You're
talking about
talking
time
about
slot.
about
Time
content.
slot or
Oh,
his
so it's-
content?
No, we're talking
Yeah.
about time slot.
is dreaded. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
I
not
think-
dreaded
that's
though.
not-
But that's not
true.
accurate.
But at the,
You can't
I
jump
think
to
he's
it.
not
It's not dreaded.
criticizing the content too, though. He's not
Yeah,
playing the
it's
shit that you want.
No, that's about what I want.
That's a separate argument, which I'm
Yeah,
fine with.
exactly.
But you're wrong about this part.
So you mean to tell me that 12, that's prime time? That's where the most listeners are listening?
No,
at
you're
12
not gonna
o'clock
get
at 12?
prime
That's
time.
impossible.
Right, okay.
But you
that's
write it
Hot
off.
90
You
but
can't
Hot
write it
97
off.
I'm a Hot 97 baby. Like, let me tell
Of
you
course
about
you
me,
are. I
old
believe
man.
you.
I came from Battle of the Beats with Angie Martinez.
You're getting tight because you lost this part of the argument.
No, it's not.
You're getting tight because you lost this part of the argument.
we're still engaging in
All
this.
right,
Still,
all
you're-
right, I'm
But nonetheless, you play a lot of bullshit
Proceed.
too, and I hate.
Proceed with your point.
Judge Cypher sounds.
All I'm
quiet.
saying is that time slot sucks, and in terms of content,
But
you
if
know,
he sucks,
Excuse me?
Why sucks?
Because
the amount
nobody's
of
listening.
audience. Okay.
Yeah, no one's listening at that hour. But he takes credit like, hey, I'm super New York hip hop guy,
It
I'm
means a lot.
and I'm waving the flag.
Go ask
and then on-
artists what it means.
Yeah,
what it
because
means for their
artists want to
start.
spin. Who doesn't want to be on Hot 97?
Ask what it means in terms of when their phone starts blowing up and they realize that they're becoming something.
Yeah, but then next week there's no play because people need that consistency.
I
Playing,
play for 4 months straight.
Come on, man.
And how many? And by the way, if you notice where Action Bronson lives on the station now,
Where?
Hit you with the drop kick,
Marty Jannetty, all the DJs.
It's
So
you
wait
with
a
the drop
second.
kick,
So
Marty
wait. So
Jannetty.
is now Action Bronson like the staple for like? Yeah, we do play underground.
No,
We play
he's
Action
one
Bronson.
example.
But all right, there's one example. There's an exception to
But
the
what
rule.
you want-
But he
want
also.
all
But he,
underground-
wait, let me finish. But he also has Paul Rosenberg in somewhat of a machine
Nah,
behind
I don't
him
care
as
about
well.
that.
But the machine, the building does.
It doesn't hit him though.
No,
But
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
He's been hearing about
I like-
Bronson from me.
Okay, but I'm just saying he has. It's not like as if you're taking a guy off the street and like, yo, this song is hot. Let's play it on the radio. You're not doing that.
But yes, I do.
No, I'm talking
But
about.
that's what you want to happen.
I think it should happen. Like you're a DJ, right? And that's my biggest beef with DJs now is like they don't do their jobs anymore. Like I grew up on your mixtapes. I grew up on Flex.
No,
You
that's not my job though.
But your job is not to
I'm
break
not
records.
To break records. No, that's not my
Really?
job.
Okay.
My job is
I
to
don't know.
play.
Whose job is that?
That's his job. K
You're a
Slade's
DJ.
job. No,
On-
not
on a
all
certain
DJs.
slot.
So you're saying all DJs are not the same.
Oh, there's levels now.
There's
levels.
many levels.
So that's why at this point in Flex's career, no disrespect.
Good now.
to
This
Flex,
is getting good now.
That-
Interestingly,
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. But at this point in Flex's career, you think Flex at this point is caring about breaking the new so and so?
But he does play a lot. He plays Troy Ave.
Come on,
He plays.
come on! Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. You play a record at the fucking
that saying.
at the end of your slot.
Do you know what sandwich means?
Yeah, I know what a sandwich. What? Yeah, I know what a sandwich. Yeah, I know what sandwiches mean.
It's like we have to like.
Yes, I know.
You
Go
take a
ahead.
hit,
Yeah.
play a new record, and then play another hit to mix it in so that people don't. Because people don't. It's proven. Research proves people don't like unfamiliar shit.
But how do you familiarize something that people don't know?
Sandwich it.
By playing it, right? But you
Yeah.
like I've listened to Flex's show. He may play a new record at the end of his
He's been playing Smoke DZA.
at the end of his slot. But also you need to do it consistently. Flex might play for like, at the end of his time and then clip it at the hook, and that's it. And it's at fucking like what 12 in the morning.
no.
At that-
But Flex plays records. You're not being fair.
I'm not being-
in
what?
the 8 o'clock hour. He'll break.
Listen,
records.
I talk to
But
your
you want
favorite
them to-
rappers. They hate what's going on, and I'm not gonna name no names. And they hate what they like.
But they
this is
always
a-
have.
But this
They
is
always have.
But this is a conversation that needs to
they
be
hate it,
had.
But
so
not
they start
everyone's
getting-
going to be a star. Underground is underground for a reason. That's
I
why
know,
it's called
and
underground.
that's what he loves to play. He loves to
But like-
champion
but
those
that's
guys
his
that
lane,
aren't
that's his
stars.
lane.
But
I get it.
here's the
But
people
you're on
that
Hot
made it.
97. This is the
I'ma
way hip
go-
hop lives.
This is my my contribution to underground from 90s, right? Wu-Tang was underground.
True.
Nas,
True.
Fugees. These are the people that used to come to BAU when I was in college, and NYU when I used to be with Mayhem and Martin. And they were underground.
Right.
Now, so let's say those three, for example, Nas, Wu-Tang, Fugees were underground alongside what's the dudes from Ruckus that I love? What am I going blank? Koflo and fucking Jig Masters and Juggernaut. All those they were all like in the same.
Right.
And we all those records played back to back.
Yes.
Wu-Tang, Nas, and Fugees made better records that went commercial. Like,
see, that's my opinion.
Everybody can't do.
And I agree with
everybody
you.
can't
So
do.
there's
I
not
wish
these
those
records that go into rotation that Ebro should add in rotation. There's not all these songs that Ebro should put in rotation.
But I think that's what the DJ comes into play. I feel like a DJ now should.
But this is.
I believe.
I know you had this argument with Ebro millions of times already.
Nah, so I thought.
I'm just saying this is.
Ebro won't argue with him.
King Ebro's here, the King of New York.
Yeah.
King Ebro.
Yeah.
What's going on, old man? How you doing?
Did you just tap out,
King?
Elliot?
I bow in your presence.
What happened?
As you should.
So,
King of New York.
Old man get a seat. Old man get a seat.
no.
I sit all
He's
day,
a stand-up guy.
Oh man.
What?
I don't know.
My name like Candyman.
Oh shit.
So I don't know. Syph was making a point about how great shit rises to the top.
King
and
Man, old man Ebro in the building.
Look,
King Ebro.
let's
Show
just-
your respect.
I'm
He's
gonna
the
just
King
cut
of New
to the
York.
chase because I'm glad y'all are here.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Since it's for
Yo,
Juan
Ian, come in
Epstein.
here.
heard any of this conversation?
Not really. I just walked in. I heard my name.
So don't take it left.
I'm gonna just go straight to the
Let's go
bleeding.
to
Let's
it.
go to the bleeding.
Hit
The
you with the
reason
drop kick.
Hot 97 does not take risks the same way it used to happen in the 90s is because Clear Channel Radio has commoditized radio to the point where when we take a risk on a record, there is nobody else caring in the city, but they say they're hip-hop. You two, Rap Radar, just came from a show, The Breakfast Club, right, where they do not break any music on that radio station because it's a syndicated national program that does not care about local music. Your website, Rap Radar. Oh boy. You guys care about the culture, you guys care about your business model, you guys care about getting hits. A lot of the content that lives and gets a lot of life on there is mainstream content, as it should be, because that's what garners the most audience. Point being is until the people who in New York say that they're hip hop come to the table and start breaking music for New York, and New York artists start making songs that are good to great.
Right?
Which aren't
It is
there
not-
yet. Which
which
aren't
aren't
there.
there.
yet. I don't feel.
Which
I
aren't
don't
there.
feel.
I
Which I've
disagree.
said.